click that. Good evening. Hello. I always think I've clicked the unmute and I haven't. Hello, how are you all? Good evening. For those who might be joining who don't know who I am, my name's Emma Goddard and you can find me at coastalcrafter.com. Welcome everyone. Let me get my details up. Good evening. Hello Kayla. Good evening everyone. How are you all doing? Well, I hope. Hope you've had a good weekend, whatever you have been up to. I have had lots of crafting this weekend. It's been brilliant, but lots of crafting. So Friday was my card and a cuppa, which is always on a Friday morning. Friday night was a class, so that was Notes of Nature Part 1. Saturday night was a class, that was the Part 2 of Notes of Nature. And then I was out today with the lovely Kim Fee and some of the team at a little crafting day. So that was really nice. And just got a chance to sit and play and chat and eat cake, really. So it was nice to have a day off, as it were, but still crafting. So yeah, it was lovely. So that has been my weekend. It has gone by in a flash. So tonight I thought we would do some relaxing colouring because that's all I've got in me. So Detailed Dogwood is what I have picked out because I thought it would be beautiful to colour this and maybe this one, but certainly the larger image to colour. So that is my plans for this evening. I've got my pot of watercolour pencils at the ready. Haven't used these in a little while. Used a couple of colours in one of the cards in my class and just really enjoyed colouring with them, and I thought, I haven't used these in a little while. That's what I shall do tonight. So this is a higher earning set. So for us in the UK, it's a £90 spend. And with that £90 spend in your basket, you can add this stamp set for free during Sale-A-Bration. So in a fancy gold cup, Melissa, yes. My lovely friend Sarah bought this for me. It was a birthday present with a few other bits, and yeah, I love it. It's my fancy pencil pot holder. So let me. Oh, I've just made you all disappear. That is definitely not what I want to do. Let me just grab the desk and I'll get stamping, get colouring. Who has this one? Who has looked at this one, thought about this one? Say it's called Detailed Dogwood. It's a very pretty floral. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, yep, I'm gonna have to have that one. That is one of my top picks for Sale-A-Bration, just because it's a pretty flower. Although I have been enjoying the Sunny Day DSP, lots of bright, vibrant colours in that one, and cloud backgrounds and flowers and things like that. So yeah, really lovely. Right, let me stamp out. So Sue says, have this very pretty. Yes, it's very pretty. Pretty. Let's just cut the paper into a front for the moment, and then we'll see where we get to. Right, let me see what colour. So, shall I just stamp it in? Do you know, we stamped in Pebble Path today, and I really enjoyed that because it was just a little less than Memento. So I might continue that trend and stamp in Pebble Path, which is just not quite so dark. And let's pull you in a little closer, so hopefully it doesn't keep going blurry. And then we can colour. So shall we? I'm just going to go with Melon Mambo to start, and then we can pick another colour for another cut. So I'm just going to take the pencil. So with the coloured pencils, the lighter you go, the lighter the intensity of the colour. So you can continue to build that up. And what's nice with this one is that you've got the lines on the flower to kind of help you with your shading. So if shading is not something that you feel particularly comfortable with, I just follow the lines of the stamp. So I can put a bit of a base of colour down. I know with colouring sometimes you can take hours over an image, which is very therapeutic and can look stunning. But you can also colour fairly quickly and get a different look or a different impression, but still nice. We don't have to take hours to colour. Not always, anyway. Hey Rita, how are you? Good, I hope. Make a nice Sunday afternoon. Let's just focus some of that out. And then we'll do the centres with molting. Daffodil Delight. And then we'll do the same over here. So you can just go light. And we'll add a touch of colour. Mary says, love that stamp set. Isn't it gorgeous? It's a very pretty flower. I love the shape of it as well. It's really pretty. So it's got that. It's quite large, but you can cut it down into smaller elements. You don't want such a big image. There is lots you could do with this, of course. You could just, all the techniques you could do with this. You could stamp and heat emboss. You can stamp onto pattern paper. So I thought I'd just get our watercolour pencils out. It's a lovely Kim, long time no see. I was just saying we spent the day together. And I've stamped in Pebbled Path, inspired by your good self. So rather than stamping in Memento, stamp this in Pebbled Path, just a little bit lighter for colouring. So it has been a wonderful weekend. It's been really fabulous. Lots and lots going on. have to say I am a little bit tired this evening. I shall be having an early-ish night. When I finish with you lovely people, I should be watching a tiny bit of telly, and then I'll be giving up and heading to bed, I think, is the plan for this evening. And I have a suspicion I shall fall asleep pretty quickly. Jacqueline, yes, I am. Just before I came on here, I was writing up a PDF as well. So yeah, there was. It's been busy this weekend. I kind of waved at my boys, so my husband and my son haven't seen very much of me. Next weekend's a bit of a quieter one, actually, so that'll be nice. Granny Apple Green. I just answered you. I know, it was like we were in sync, Jacqueline. I was answering before you typed, I think. I always had my head down colouring, so I hadn't noticed if you typed before I said that. Right, so this is Granny Apple Green, so I'm just going heavier. Add some of that shading. And if you want to as well, like Old Olive, you could, I mean, Granny Apple and Old Olive don't typically go together, but this would add a little bit of shading for you if you wanted to add some darker spots to that. I need to do something with this. I feel a little bit of fussy cutting in its future. If cutting out is not your thing, then a lovely rectangle, or you could partially die cut that with a circle or something like that. You don't have to fussy cut that out, but I will do. I'm doing a bit of multitasking. Hey Lizzie, watching and tidying your stash. You look like you're making great progress. You are doing good things in that room. Right, let's cut this out. I don't think I'm going to do. I haven't coloured the stems. I don't think it needs it particularly. So when I'm cutting, what I will do is cut away the excess so it doesn't get in the way. And I know I've mentioned this before, and you know, lots of you are familiar with me cutting, but I use the back of the scissors, and I tend to hold the scissors between my thumb and my middle finger so that I've got a bit more control. Whereas if you try and cut with this, they go a bit wobbly and a bit more out of control, whereas I have it there and I've got a bit more control around the scissors. So if fussy cutting is not your thing, just maybe try adjusting your grip a little bit just to see if that helps, and just see if cutting from the back of the scissors and turning the paper gives you a little bit more stability with what you're cutting. My hand can stay on the desk if I'm cutting. It doesn't always stay on the desk. I mean, that's not a requirement, but it could stay on the desk. Should it kind of help you get a feel for how to cut around that? And as I say, get rid of any of that extra, because while it's in the way of the scissors and in the way of the image, that can make it a bit difficult as well. Right. always sort of say if you cut with sometimes you want to cut with the very tips of the scissors just to get into somewhere intricate. But if you are snipping, it sort of jumps as you're trying to go in to cut. It's really difficult. And you get that more snipped edge, and not hacked isn't the right word, but a bit more ragged, a rugged look, whereas this will give you a smoother look. She turns us all into fussy cutters. I try, Jacqueline. I know it's not, we have lovely dyes and they do a great job, but sometimes there aren't dyes for things, and therefore we need to make use of our snips, which I would not be without. And if you're cutting without snips and you think, oh, I don't get on with fussy cutting, honestly, make sure you've got a good pair of scissors. I would recommend these snips highly. If you think, oh, any old pair of scissors are scissors, I promise you they're not. If you're cutting with scissors that are too thick on the blade, or too short, or too heavy, then you're going to struggle more. So if you're investing in lovely stamps and you're wanting to make your cards, I would definitely invest in a good pair of snips. You won't regret it. Aren't you fed up of fussy cutting today? No, I'm all right. I'm good. I never tire of fussy cutting, Kim. All right. There we go. So we've got our lovely flower. Now what to do with it? What to do? Let's keep it simple. Ha ha ha. So yeah, I just like fussy cutting, but these do make a difference. Snips do make a difference, definitely, and you are getting better. And Claire says the same. Used to hate fussy cutting until I got my snips. Now I have 2 pairs. Just for fat fingers. No, Paul, unfortunately not. No. Hold them at the tips if we need to. But they're pretty good. My husband would say the same. Right, let me grab some Malamumbo cardstock, I think, or Pebbled Path. I'm not sure which. Maybe both. We could go pink and grey, which would be nice. Betty says the same. I bought snips from Stampin' Up and now I love fussy cutting. Yes, definitely invest in a good pair of snips. Pebbled Path. Let me just move you up a little so that we can see more of the desk and the flower. I wonder if we have a panel of Pebbled Path. Let's do some stamping on that. Should we have tone on tone? And fill this background. Yep. There. Oh, being left-handed, it definitely makes a difference because your blade is cutting the other way. But it is just getting what's comfortable for you when you're cutting. And again, make sure if you're holding in your left hand, adjust your grip so that you've got maybe try thumb, middle finger, and give yourself that finger to help you maneuver around, so that even when you're cutting left-handed, try and get that stability with your grip and see how you go. If you don't already do that, try that as a starter for 10, and then see how you go. But yeah, definitely harder, I think. I'm left-handed, but I hold my cup in my right hand, so I don't have that difficulty. Right, let's have I wonder if I should use what dies have we got? We've got Countryside Corners, we've got the postage dies, we've got the what about these? Haven't used these yet. These are nice. These are the ones that go with the hummingbird, the thoughtful expressions, and there are loads of beautiful dies in that packet. So we could definitely pull out some of them, I think. Let's grab the largest yields of that one. And see if we run this through with some Nana Mambo. Let's put the lid on this ink because I'm likely to put my hand in it. And these have got a stitching on as well. Oh, hey Danette. I didn't see you sneak on there, Andrea. How are you? Right. Stitched on there, and they're double stitched so that they leave the stitching on the piece behind if you were to use that on a card. Let's grab the, what did I just do with it? There. Smaller die. I really like the glass mat. It's just that when I'm doing my lives, I can't. There's loads of glare off it, so I just cover it with the paper mat because it's easier. But when I'm crafting on my own, Melissa, then I just have the glass mat out, and I've really enjoyed with the blending and the watercolouring, and it's a good grip for my mini cut and emboss machine. It doesn't move around when I wheel it through. Plus it's pretty. I mean, there's no denying that it looks nice. So that is definitely a bonus. Aren't we all drawn to things that look aesthetically pleasing in our craft rooms? So yes, functional and pretty. That's what we like. Right. Let me grab that. Just look, have a pop of pink, something fairly simple. Have this coming just down there, and then have just something across the middle there. Just really keep it simple. Yeah, it works well with your clear stamps too. Yes. Yeah. What about? There are no sentiments in the Detailed Dogwood stamp set, so that is where I need to reach for some sentiments. So I could stick with the Sale-A-Bration theme, and we could grab the heartfelt hellos. So this is a freebie with a £45 order, so we could put hello on there. I think that's where I'm leaning towards. Or enjoy your day. There's also Mother's Day, Dad, you're the best, love you more. So you've got sort of Valentine's-y, and then you've got an Easter sentiment in there as well. But I love these two middle ones. I've used them lots already. Thinking, oh, hello, hello. I mean, like, I like to say that. I like, hello, hello. So we could have a double hello. Melon Mambo. I was just reading your comment, Betty, and I'm with you actually. Do you know, I might jump in and fussy cut that. Yeah, either that or colour with the blends, which might be easier than fussy cutting. Let me grab the blends. That's a great shout. Just colour. In between there, and that would blend it, and that white bit there as well. So, but this white bit here, I think I can come in with the snips quite easily. I'm so used to mounting things onto white card bases that it kind of didn't occur to me that that white would stand out. It says a lot about my card base colour choice. It's always white. So often it is white. I think I might even cut that out, you know. The blending's alright, but I think it'll look better with the gap. There's a leaf there, so I want to make sure that I don't cut the edge of that leaf. I think those other bits of white will be okay. Better, isn't it? That's better that you can see through, isn't it? That's going to do. Right. I'll just come down there as well. A little bit more fussy, maybe, than I planned. The other thing I could have used, I just didn't want to get it out because I need to get a mat, and I'm not sure where my mat is at this precise moment, is the cutting blade. As the you've got that blade that would cut the centres out, which comes with the longer pointy tip. Paul says I just changed to a white base. Yeah, I'm with you. And it also comes with the serrated doodah, which does the perforation on your cards as well. So we'll cut out this hello. Should really find some sort of label, but I think if I cut this out with a label punch, it'll cover too much of the flower. I'm doing this in pink because I wanted the Melon Mambo. I'm going to cut one, but I am tempted to jump and grab my white embossing and maybe white emboss on Pebble Path or white emboss on Melon Mambo. So you get the pop of pink. Yeah. Right. Let's do that. Let's do a little bit of quick heat embossing. And we can do that with white. Hey Donna, how are you? Good evening, good evening. Right, let's do the heat gun. Excuse the noise. I wish I could write like that. Write really nicely like that. I know it's just practice, but card making gets in the way. Late to the party. I had to watch Call the Midwife. Very good. No. Let's do the pink one as well and see what we think. Whether we do pink, Pebble Path, Melon Mambo, Pebble Path, or both. I might put both on. See what you think. Okay, nearly there. I wish there was a die for this below. I love fussy cutting, but a die would be wonderful for that. Right. So we can have hello, hello. I think it's probably too much, but don't know. What do you think? One or the other? I'm leaning towards just the grey on its own, and then like have just the pop of pink, and I can keep the hello for another card. If you really think differently, then pop it in the comments. Like if you think no, it's got to be the other way around, then holler out. Right, let me find some, maybe some silver ribbon. Just one. Yeah. let me find my silver. I only have a little bit of silver left, literally. Interesting. I think that's the only bit of silver I've got left. Oh, Melissa says one of my favourite shows. The new season hasn't started in the States yet. Do you know, it's not one I've got into. I've not watched it, but you know, it's been long running, hasn't it? So it's definitely a good one. Not one I don't tend to watch loads of telly, but when I get into something, I'm addicted. Like, you know, slightly addicted to the Traitors. But that is all finished now, so I can have my Wednesday, Thursday, Friday evenings back. Slightly obsessed. Right, let me seal plus, and then we'll just do our swoosh through here. This ribbon, if you haven't seen it, is an online exclusive ribbon. It comes as a duo pack with gold. So same in the gold. And you get a gold and silver bolt, and it's lovely, lovely shiny ribbon. Not just for Christmas crafting, but as you can see, perfect on other products. Do you know the thing I have run out of, shock horror, is elegant trim in silver. I think I was lulled into a false sense of security because I had a full roll of gold left, but I have run out of silver. I shall need to order some more pronto. That would have been going on this card, but never mind. I'll stick with just this. Right, let's pull this ribbon in a little bit less. That's better. Right, let's put some dimensionals on that. Ah, thank you, Judy. How are you doing? You all right? Have you been doing much crafting lately? Right, let me stick that on there. And then we'll pop our flower on, also with some dimensionals, I think. What I might do is put a little bit of dimensional just across that join there, just to try and sort of patch that back together. And then the hello can sit like at the same level as the flower. Maybe down, no, I think there. So, that's going to go on the front. I should stick that down really. That's going to go like there. I don't want to really cover that flower up, but that is the best place for that hello to sit really, isn't it? There. Let's do a little half dimensionals. So that'll stick there, and then I can just put a little bit of glue on the H. Oh, brilliant, Judy. Right. Judy used to be near me, and she's much further away up the country now, so she's got a couple of good groups, and they're impressed with her fussy cutting skills, so I've trained her well. Oh, I'm impressed. Showing off your skills. Right. Just straighten that out. Oh, cut that tail a bit short. Never mind. Never mind. We're probably done with this card. We need to move on to the next one, really. Let's be done with this one. We've got our embossed background then, but stamped background, which looks like a pretty wallpaper, doesn't it? So pretty. Love that flower. Right, and because I've put dimensionals on the Pebbled Path label and these flowers and stuff, I'm actually going to glue that panel down. We miss you too, Judy. We miss you too. All right, that's the power of technology is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Not quite the same as seeing people in person, but it does. It's amazing, isn't it? That it still allows us to gather together, especially on things like Zooms and stuff, isn't it? That ribbon is really annoying me. It will do. And I like to twist of the elegant trim, and I don't have any. Aren't the stitch dies gorgeous, Kayla? Right, so I've got these are adhesive back sparkle gems. I was running out until I got some more today, which is very exciting. So I am going to use the silver ones. I will show you them side by side to some rhinestones. Now, these are, believe it or not, in the annual catalogue. They are the second set of sparkles in the annual catalogue. I completely overlooked them. These are your rhinestones, and these are the sparkly gems. So just a different look to them. These have got kind of glitter, definite glitter in them. They've got I don't know, a similar kind of cut to the rhinestone, but they've got glitter through them, so they're just even more sparkly, a little bit different. Yeah, so they're champagne black and silver, so a good kind of neutral set of gems. There we go. Right, let's put a piece of white in the middle so we've got something to write on when we come to send this card. But should we do another one? What time is it? 9:15. How is that? It's because I'm tired, I think. That card's taking me ages. It feels like it has. Faceted, that's the word I'm looking for, Jacqueline. Thank you. You're helping me out with my words. You're escaping me. They normally escape me, but even more so when I'm tired. Right, let's do... Funny kink in it, never mind. Leave the ribbon alone, Emma. It's fine. It's going to get scrunched in the envelope when you send it. So let's not worry. Right. Let me clean up this. The chamois. And I used a lot of brain power this weekend already. I have. It's all gone. All gone. Let me grab my... Don't know what the Night of Navy pencil is like, but I'm hoping it's a bit of a bright blue, isn't it? Not quite navy, but we'll go with it. So that's the first card. Oh, bless you. I really enjoyed making the Notes of Nature class. I will put it up for a tutorial, so if you've missed the class and you think, oh, I wish I had some ideas and inspiration with the Notes of Nature set, then it will be up as a tutorial. So you'll be able to buy the PDF with A4 and letter size instructions and an edited video for all the card projects as well, which will walk you step by step through all the things. Right, let me... can you see that okay, hopefully? So my tip with the pencils is just to make sure as well that your pencils are nice and sharp. And we'll give this a colour. So this is going to be, it's Night of Navy colour pencil. Colour this in one. This would work for any of the colours then, wouldn't it? Lovely in the navy. And again, as I said, just the same with the pink, you'll be able to push down harder. Oh, you're all so sweet, thank you. Yeah, the part one was three, it was a fancy fold, it was the same fancy fold, but 3 different versions of that fancy fold. And then it used the sweet colours, and then the part 2 was lots of bright colours, so completely different. So if you've seen lots of ideas with the Notes of Nature and that bundle with lots of the neutral colours, then this will give you loads of ideas with, or well, I'll give you 3 ideas, not loads, but 3 ideas with a completely different colourway. I like to do that with the sweets actually. So the paper colours in the catalogue are gorgeous, and they often guide us towards amazing colour combinations, but sometimes we can get stuck in that colour combination for a particular stamp set or sweet. So it's nice to take it outside of its catalogue colours, and then it can kind of really put a different spin on it. It can kind of, you can see it in a fresh pair of eyes. So we don't need loads and loads of different colours. We can just colour with one colour, monochromatic. Just do the leaves a little lighter. I think the Night of Navy pencil is in set 2. There's 2 sets of watercolour pencils, and they're a good price point for a good amount of colours. If you're just new to starting out, or the blends are a bit out of your price point, if they're, if you don't want all the blends, or you're just starting out, watercolour pencils are definitely something I would recommend to give you a lot of colouring options, like different colours to colour your images with, and they travel well as well. Stick them in a pencil case and you can go out and about with them. To a coffee shop, stamp yourself a few images, grab yourself a coffee and sit and take your colours out with you. Right, let's do this flower. Add a bit more shading if you want to. So I thought I might try to see how much the sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera then. I wonder if, like, how much this will cut out. Quite a lot, actually. Most of it. I wonder what the second one down will do. Could have. Should we try it rather than Fussy cut that out? I'm going to try that. Let me run that through the die cut. So that's cut out that one. And then I cut the largest one in navy, light of navy. So that's the largest panel. Let's see. Do you like it in the blue, Angie? Oh, it's lovely. I love a blue. It's pretty, isn't it, to go to? So you've got the stitching on that as well. And then these dies are the Thoughtful Expressions dies, and they are the one that goes with the hummingbird. It is a hummingbird. This one. There's a bundle with this one, and it's got these dies here. So many dies. Cool shapes. Let's do white or navy. What about, we could do some sort of textured background, couldn't we? So if I pull in some more of the, I could even chop half of that off actually, not half, but like have it coming in a little bit like that. So, but we'll see. So is this a class letter? I think it is. So I don't want to make any promises because my brain is not in gear, but I think it is. I think it is my April class, if I'm thinking right. Navy, light navy. So I've made a few. I did a reel with this in navy. Just really simple stamping. And it is such a beautiful set for just randomly stamping stuff. It works beautifully. Is that joining? Hello from the Netherlands. A new keyboard for you. Yay! It does, doesn't it? It's like the blue willow china Delftware, the blue willow china at the countryside corner DSP, isn't it? Is that kind of pattern. Some dots. What else? What else? Just wonder if we have it kind of half off. Come further up there. And that can peek out a little bit. And I don't know that it needs much more, but there is there's lots of little bits in this one. There's all the texture bits and stuff. The polka dot's cool down the side, isn't it? Right, let me glue that together, I think. Let me put a touch of glue on that so that that is on there. I'm tempted to chop that. Very, very tempted to chop that. Can't change our mind now because it's been chopped off. That can sit off to the edge, and then we just need a label bit here, I think. So let's use I'm going to heat. I'm so predictable. I'm going to heat emboss again, I think, in white, which is, shock horror. Emma gets her white embossing powder out again, but oh, gold would look lovely, wouldn't it? Gold leafing. Oh, right, embossing. When I'm embossing, I do generally, I think I've said this before, I do tend to do a few sentiments at a time, because if you're going to stamp and you're going to powder and get your heat gun out, you might as well do a couple of sentiments, hair and molting, at the same time. Ah, hey Michelle, that's very sweet, thank you. The Detailed Dogwood set was one I was really wanting when I saw the Sale-A-Bration, so it's nice to have a play. Trimmer. I've got 1, 2, 3 bits there. Enjoy your day, maybe coming from that edge as well. Maybe. What about some pool party lemon? How about that? Let's grab a little bit of pool party just to add. What was my clear desk is absolutely bundled with stuff, as you can well imagine. Let me just move that off a little bit, and I can make use of glass mat for what it's intended. Excuse the light for a minute. We'll just blend that on. It does go on smoother. Just got a touch. It's not loads, but there's just enough behind there to give it a lift, I think. And therefore, because I've added the pool party into the mix of colours, we could use a little of the pool party ribbon from Sale-A-Bration, which is this ruffled one. Have you seen that? Very nice. But I wonder if that could sit under there a little, just to give that a little bit of a maybe. I'll just make that a straight edge. And let's try with the seal. Sorry, my camera seems to be auto-focusing. I don't think it's too much of a problem, but as I've wiped my hand underneath it, it's just that's the way the camera works. So hopefully it's focused when it needs to be. Just wondering if we can kind of ruffle this a little. More. Yeah, that's coming together nicely. Onto the seal. Glue dot is going to help. I may have used 1 or 2 glue dots during the class this weekend. I do like a glue dot. That just holds it. You don't have to worry about the glue blobbing out, or it just instantly does what you want it to do with a glue dot. Fold that in. Too much? Too much. It's a bit thick, isn't it? I mean, I do like it, but maybe not for this card. What do you reckon? It's quite thick. More than that. Just a few. Right, let me try. I do like the idea of the pool party, but I think that it's already crinkled enough and therefore probably don't need my Emma touch to make it even thicker. So, would need hot glue to hold it. I know, right? It would need something to hold that, wouldn't it? It would need something seriously industrial to hold that down. Right, let's go there. So that's Seal Plus. not sure. Can't make that work. It's not doing its thing. It's not doing what I want it to do. The dot is from the Detailed Dogwood. It is in this set here. It is just down the side there, so it's in that Detailed Sale-A-Bration set. No. Oh, I like that idea, Jacqueline. Yes, I like that idea. Thank you, thank you. Let's have a bow. Let's see. Let's see if this. So I will grab some sellotape and tape this. I'm going to move that up so you can see. So I'm going to tape this onto my glass mat just to hold it in place, and then that gives me the tension I need to be able to put my scissors to the end of this ribbon. So I wonder if I can. Probably cut the wrong side of it as far as being awkward about it. Everyone's probably thought, I've seen most of the card, I'm going to go off now because Emma's flapping around with this ribbon. Right. If you're watching on the replay, make yourself a cup of tea, come back in 5. I'll have sorted myself out by then. Or fast forward. Right. The thing is, when you're making live like this, sometimes it just doesn't always exactly come together instantly. Oh, good. Not the good that you missed it, but good that it's, you know, you found it. So that's good. I wonder if I can do a little. Look at that. Got a little cute ribbon with that. And maybe some linen thread as well. Just dropped the linen thread on the floor. Unravelled everywhere. I wish I had my silver thread. I'm going to order some more, but my elegant trim has run out of silver. I've only got gold, which is a shocker to me because I only really use the gold. So I must have had, I can't remember when or where I used my silver. I had a run on it for something. Right, that'll do. Let's do. You can't match genius. Oh boy, you make me laugh. Right. Stick that on there. How much of this flower are we going to end up covering up? Not too much, not too bad, is it? Somewhere there. I think so. Let's have that on. Dimensionals. We can pop that up as well, can't we? You know. I don't know. But did you say you hadn't been feeling too well? You know, it comes to all of us. You know, sometimes these things happen. If we're not firing on all cylinders, sometimes we can run out of linen thread. It can happen. I love that. What kind of student am I? Always have 3 spare, just in case. Spare glue dots, spare dimensionals, and spare linen thread. Always back up. Right, should we have some splatters on that? Night of navy blends. Are we going to just light night of navy? Let me test it on here. Might do pool party. Oh no, quite like that blue. There we go. Right, let's do some. I think I'm going to use the same gems that I used on the other one actually. I'm just going to use the sparkle. Use that silver. So we'll use that one. That one. Just have those 3 around the sentiment. So we can pop it on. What dyes do I use? I use the ones that go with the thoughtful. The ones that go with the. I should know the name of it by now. Thoughtful Expressions dyes, Michelle. It goes with the hummingbird. And that's where the sentiment is from as well. So the Thoughtful Expressions stamp set has got the Enjoy Your Day in it. And that is where that sentiment has appeared from. If you're hunting for the sentiment. Right, we'll put it onto a navy card base. And we will be done. That's not too bad. 9:45, not too bad. I've run a little long, but the first card took a little bit longer than I thought. And some white. So this is a perfect stamp set for stamping inside your cards. So quick to do. You could just literally take like one of them and be done. And that can sit inside. Thank you. Hopefully, if you've got the Detailed Dogwood, it gives you some ideas. Hopefully, you might give these a go. Or you might be feeling inspired to get your watercolour pencils back out. You've not used them in a little while. And do you like number 2? Do you like the blue one? Which is your favourites? So either blue or pink, which is your fave? We've got those 2 cards I made this evening. Pop back on. And there I am. Hello. This one took ages. I was like faffing about with the ribbon for ages, but we got there in the end. You're welcome, Laurel. She says thanks for sharing. Lots of votes for the blue one. Yeah, blue's always a fave, isn't it? Like I think when you do something in navy or in the blue colours, there is just something about it that kind of draws the eye. I think it's ideal for simple stamping. I don't know if I've got the. This was one I did. Yeah, I have got them on here. These are ones I did on a reel. I think I shared them on my Instagram as well. They're both the same, but there's no. I know. Did I even make the card? Because there's no linen thread. There's no rhinestones. There is a dimensional and there is a little bit of fussy cutting. So maybe I might get away with it being my card, but I definitely made it. But just some simple stamping. But the navy ink is a classic to just do some simple stamping with. So hopefully You'll give that a go. Maybe I was under the weather. I know, right, Jeanette? I was maybe just having an off day when I stamped that one. For a bit of simple stamping. Right, have a wonderful week, everyone. And I will be. What's happening next week? Oh, Cutest Cow class next Saturday evening. So if you want to join online, if you've got that bundle, come join the fun. We've got 3 projects with that, and a fun fold. And what else have I got coming up? I think that's all I can remember off the top of my head, because anything else I say to you, I will probably get muddled. So thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful week, and I will see you all very soon. Take care for now. Bye.